Hey guys, Sports Guy Chris here. Super excited to be doing my second video. Today I will be focusing on college basketball once again. Yesterday I talked about the current state of the NCAA tournament field if the tournament were to start today, giving you some projections and letting you know my thoughts on that. Today I will be talking about the top 25 in college basketball. So let's hop right into it today and start right at the top. No surprises, the Duke Blue Devils are the number one team in the land. They are 23-2 and continue to cruise right along. No big surprise there. The number two team is Gonzaga. The Zags were able to move up a spot, take advantage of Tennessee losing to Kentucky over the weekend. Gonzaga checks in at number two. Again, the Zags are 25-2 right now. Mark Few's got another great team out there on the West Coast, Pacific Northwest, and they continue to cruise right along. They're followed by the aforementioned Tennessee Volunteers. They dropped a tough one at Kentucky over the weekend, but Tennessee still 23-2, very, very good team, very good resume. They are entrenched at number three. Virginia stayed put at number four this week. The Cavaliers are also 23-2. Those two losses both coming to Duke. So Virginia has beat everybody else they played this season except for the Dukies. That has them sitting at number four. Kentucky moved up two spots this week. They are into the top five now, following that impressive victory over Tennessee. Following the Wildcats, Michigan slid back a spot to number six. Nevada is at number seven, and Houston at number eight. Cougars continuing to look good. They're 25-1 and cruising along. They're followed by North Carolina. The Tar Heels are 20-5. They are the top-ranked five-loss team. But the Tar Heels continue to cruise along as of late. They are looking good as well. They have a big showdown this week with the Dukies. Big rivalry game coming up. That is tomorrow night and should be an excellent game. Big opportunity for North Carolina. I mean, if they were to win that game, they would also be potentially knocking on the door for a one seed. They would at least get themselves in the mix there. Anywho, moving on, Marquette rounds out the top 10, and they're followed by Michigan State. The Spartans have bounced back after a couple losses in a row. They're 21-5, and they are knocking on the door of the top 10. Kansas State put it number 12. They're hanging in at 20-6. Purdue moved up a spot to 13. They flipped with Villanova, taking advantage of the Wildcats losing at home to St. John's over the weekend. And Villanova's followed by LSU up a couple spots to number 15. The Tigers had themselves a nice week as well. And LSU now 21-4 on the season. They're 11-1 in the SEC and tied with Tennessee atop the conference, a game ahead of Kentucky. So LSU right in the mix there, and the Tigers really have some potential to move up. They have a showdown with Tennessee lingering later this week. That's a big one for the Tigers. They could really make some noise and move up the seed line with a victory there. Behind LSU, Iowa State is at 16 this week. They got a big win at Kansas State in the Big 12. Florida State is next at number 17. The Seminoles are 20-5. They continue to keep winning there in the ACC. Wisconsin State put at number 18. The Badgers are 18-8. They got a hard-fought victory against Illinois last night. Iowa moved up a couple spots to number 19. The Hawkeyes are now 20-5 on the season, and they continue to cruise right along. They've got a big game against Maryland coming up tonight, actually, in the Big Ten. So keep an eye out for that one. Texas Tech stayed put at number 20 this week. They are 21-5. They're followed by Kansas State, who dropped a few spots after their loss at home to Iowa State. Virginia Tech follows the Wildcats. They're at number 22. Again, Virginia Tech 20-6, a nice record, but they really haven't been able to beat the better teams in the ACC this year. That has them, ranked a little bit lower. Louisville stayed put at number 23. They're 18-8. Buffalo slid up a spot to number 24. The Bulls are 22-3, and don't sleep on them, even though they play in the MAC. Buffalo certainly has a very, very quality team. And behind Buffalo, a couple newcomers to the rankings this week. Cincinnati slid back in. The Bearcats just have a very impressive team. They are 21-4. They continue to look good. And St. John's joined Cincinnati as well, tied for that 25th spot. The Red Storm got that huge victory over Villanova at home over the weekend. St. John's in at number 25. Just behind everybody there in the rankings, just outside of the top 25 looking in this week. Washington continues to sit on just on the outside. The Pac-12 just is not good this year. They are really having a down year, and the conference really doesn't offer much for quality wins, which has the Huskies sitting on the outside looking in as far as the top 25. Maryland slid out. They're 19-7, but are still knocking on the door of the top 25. Mississippi State 18-7. Wofford 23-4. The Terriers are a good team. Do not overlook Wofford. They currently would be a 10 seed if the tournament started today. Central Florida 19-5 and Ole Miss at 18-7 would be the group of teams just outside the rankings. So that is it for today's video and the current top 25. As always, I would love to hear your comments. And if you haven't already, please jump on, check out Scorum. Check out today's post on the top 25. I did a post yesterday projecting the NCAA tournament field. Hop on there, take a look at Scorum. It's a great platform. I appreciate everyone's support. Everybody have an awesome Tuesday. Enjoy your day. Sports Guy Chris here, and I will be back again with another rant soon. Have a great day, everybody.